Hi, this is Phil from underKG.com. So we got Motorola Moto E. So this is the cheapest amongst the Motorola smartphones, starting with the Moto E, Moto G, and the Moto X. So this sells at the $129 off the contract. And let's take a look at what this guy can do. So this is a very small phone, well, at least for now. It's got a 4.3 inch of a QHD display that's 540 by 960 for you, and there's a receiver. There's no front-facing camera. It's called cost reduction, and there's a speaker. It's a very loud speaker, by the way. On the front and on the right is a power key with the volume rocker with the 3.5mm headphone jack on the top with the secondary microphone for noise cancelling. Nothing on the left. On the bottom is a micro USB port with the microphone. And on the back is a 5-megapixel camera with the Motorola logo, and that's pretty much it. The battery cover is detachable, which doesn't ensure you the access to the battery. It's a built-in 1980 milliamps of the battery and a micro SIM card slot right there with the micro SD card slot right here. And the battery cover it's got a rubberish finish, feels really nice on your touch. And it also comes in white as well. The white one, I am not exactly a big fan of the white ones. They have display and those sensors sticking out in black. But anyway, they do come in white, and back cover is also in white. So think what you want. Two colors available, of course, and while the black one is covered with the rubberish finish, the white one doesn't have that. So black one does feel a little bit better on your hands. It's feels really nice on your hand. And aside from these two colors, Motorola is selling the Motorola shells. It's just a different name for the battery cover. Comes in green, pink, a lot of different colors. So if you want to customize your Moto E, that would be your call. Let's power this on. It comes with Android 4.4 KitKat. It runs on 4.4.2 by now, but latest update to 4.4.3 is coming real soon, so stick to get your update. And the Moto E's got a Snapdragon 200, which I'm not exactly a big fan of. So far, none of the manufacturers have maintained their phone to work smooth on a Snapdragon 200 until now, where Motorola has done it. So although this is running on Snapdragon 200, 1GB of RAM and 4GB storage, which is totally low spec, even considering the display resolution of a 540 by 960, that's still very low. And many manufacturers did manage to reduce the cost, but they never made it run smooth like the Moto E. So whichever things that I do, it's not going to make you wait. Yes, no, it is going to make you wait, but it's going to let you know at least that you got to wait. The difference between here and the other manufacturers is that the other manufacturer had lags. While Moto E is just slightly slow. Lags don't tell you what you should do. When you tap on your other phones with lags are not going to exactly let you know that the phone has gotten your command. The Moto E, while it's going to take a little bit longer time to load up a page, it's gonna let you know and react to your touches very smoothly. And this is something that I hadn't seen with other cheaper devices with Snapdragon 200 built in. And Moto E does amazing job at this. I'm very surprised by Motorola. And benchmark wise, it doesn't rank any higher than 12,000, which is just about the average for the Snapdragon 200 devices. But the overall performance is a whole lot more than that. And another thing that I'm surprised is the sound quality of this built-in speaker right here. This sure looks loud, and it does play loud. Aside from the ones that do have amazing sound like the Moto X or the LG G3, this is even aside its range of the prices, this still stands out as a speaker. As a built-in speaker, it's got an amazing quality. And also the audio quality through the connected wired headphones had gotten better in the same time. So Motorola had always had the sound effect system, which weren't exactly great, but to Moto E, their sound is good enough, if not excellent. Is good enough to the both wired headset and to the built-in speaker. What does disappoint me is the call quality. The call itself is clear, fine, but the speaker, the receiver for the voice calls isn't just as good as we have seen on the Moto G or the Moto X, but there's still a price difference, so I think we can deal with that. Another thing that did disappoint me is the camera. This 5 megapixel camera doesn't really do much of the good job. So as photo quality is just, I'd rather not use it. Just if it's not exactly that urgent of a situation, don't even bother to launch a camera. Don't. So aside from those things, Moto E is full of surprises. It runs surprisingly smooth as a Snapdragon 200 phone. It's got an amazing speaker. The sound quality, audio quality on the wire headphone is amazing, and even the battery life it lasts longer than to last about a day, and this is totally amazing. For its price range, it's off contract $129, and for that price, I was wondering if that was enough price to attract people over Moto G, because that was already cheap enough. And with this price, Moto E has broken a barrier again. With this much a price and this low of spec, Moto E is definitely the smoothest phone in the market that runs Android KitKat with that price and that low of specs. So that was Moto E, full of surprises. And this is definitely suggestible to people, to the folks who are using their phone to the basic level. I'm even using my phone to a more extensive level, to the more apps than some of the other people do, and I was totally happy with this. It was a very pleasure experience. So that was Moto E. Don't forget to tap on here to subscribe to our channel, and we'll see you guys in the other reviews. Thanks. Bye.